There are things we all crave, but rarely confess. Moments in love when words vanish, and what remains is raw honesty, not in speech, but in touch, rhythm, and breath. When the body speaks, it doesn't ask for perfection, it asks for presence. Let's talk about what's really hidden beneath male desire, not the myths, not the cliches, but the quiet truths that live behind every glance, every heartbeat. What most people miss is that desire isn't hunger, it's recognition. Every person, regardless of gender, wants to be seen, to be felt. Men, too, crave to be wanted, not for performance, not for dominance, but for the tenderness that says, I see you, I want you. It's not about theatrics. It's about honesty, the gasp that isn't acted, the look that says, I'm here. That's what awakens something deeper than lust, the kind of passion that feels like belonging. Control isn't always what men want. Sometimes they long to be taken, to feel desired enough for someone else to take the lead, to feel a hand that guides instead of follows. It's not about dominance or surrender, it's about trust. When someone chooses to take control, it says, you are safe with me, you don't need to prove anything. And that moment, when proving ends and feeling begins, is where real intimacy starts. Beneath confidence, there's a quiet vulnerability most men never show. They've been taught to be strong, to perform, to lead, but not to feel. Yet what they crave most in bed isn't control, it's safety. Safety to speak, to ask, to express, to be told that desire can also be soft, uncertain, curious. When partners meet in that space, where emotion and attraction intertwine, pleasure turns sacred. Because it's no longer about technique, it's about truth. Desire fades when routine takes over. Not because the spark dies, but because we stop exploring. Every person needs surprise, the unexpected touch, the shift in rhythm, the change in light. It's not about wild experimentation, it's about curiosity. Doing something slightly different says, I still want to know you. That's the essence of attraction, discovery. And when both people stay curious, desire doesn't age, it evolves. Here's the secret to lasting passion: clarity, the courage to say what you want, the grace to listen when your partner does. No one can read minds, no matter how in sync you feel. But honesty during intimacy doesn't kill the magic, it creates it. When you whisper, that feels good, or slow down, or more of that, you're not just directing a moment, you're building trust. Because the sexiest language isn't body or voice, it's truth. What men crave, what everyone craves, isn't performance, it's presence. It's to be desired without demand, touched without fear, seen without masks. Sex, at its purest, is communication through skin. A sacred dialogue between two beings who dare to be honest. So stop performing, start feeling. Desire isn't something to manage, it's something to understand. And when you do, pleasure stops being physical, it becomes spiritual.